What is up, guys? Hassan Malik back here again, and welcome to episode 4, I believe, of This Week in LEGO. This is a weekly show where I go over all the latest LEGO news, details, rumors, leaks, and everything else going on in the LEGO world. There's always an insane amount of news dropping, which can be really hard to follow, so hopefully these videos are helpful for anyone trying to keep up with all of it. But before we go ahead and get into it, I just want to give a very quick reminder that the giveaway for $100 worth of your choice of LEGO sets has just begun. The last one just actually came to an end, which means this next one has just begun. So if you'd like to enter, all you have to do is make sure you are subscribed to the channel, follow that link in the description, and then sign in with your YouTube account. Super simple and 100% free. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the news. Now, before we go ahead and get into the themes, I do want to give an overarching message here. So this week, we actually got our first look at the new 2022 catalog for January to May. Everything is written in German, but it does give us a good look at what we can expect for the first half of 2022. Now, before we go ahead and talk about each individual theme and what they have included for next year, I did want to go over what they did not include in this catalog. So there are some key things that are missing here. From the Star Wars theme, we have the Boba Fett's Palace. This is a set that we've known about for quite a while, but we haven't seen it in the catalog. There's also the highly anticipated Dark Troopers Battle Pack, which is a set that a lot of fans are looking forward to, but unfortunately, we didn't see it in this catalog. And finally, for Star Wars, there's the helmets line of sets. We know that we're going to be getting Luke Skywalker's pilot helmet, Mandalorian's helmet, and also a Dark Trooper helmet as well. And then from the Marvel theme, there was nothing from the Wakanda Forever sets. We do know we're going to be getting 4 sets based on Wakanda Forever next year, but unfortunately, none of them are included in this catalog. And finally, there's the Sonic Ideas set. We know that set is coming out in the first half of 2022, but we didn't get a look at it here in the catalog. Also, with that mentioned, I did want to talk about that Sonic trailer. That actually looked pretty cool, and I'm actually looking forward to that movie quite a bit. Knuckles looks super awesome in that trailer, and the whole movie looks like a good time, so I'm really looking forward to that. Anyways, what does this actually mean for these sets that aren't included in this catalog? Well, it doesn't mean that these sets are canceled or anything like that. For some reason or another, LEGO just didn't decide to include them in here, but there is a good chance that we're still going to be getting these sets. The rumors that they were based on were very reliable. So all hope is not lost. We still will be getting these sets at some point in 2022. But with that, let's go ahead and get into each individual theme here. And as usual, we're going to start things off with Star Wars. Now, this week was a little bit slow compared to last week. Last week, we got a whole bunch of information. So if you guys would like to see that, make sure to check out last week's episode of This Week in LEGO. But in regards to this week, all we really got from LEGO Star Wars was the confirmation that the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga video game will still be releasing in spring of 2022. We already knew this game was supposed to come out in spring of 2022 from E3, but after seeing it in the catalog, it just confirms again that this game should be coming out in spring of 2022. And the reason that's actually pretty significant is because this game has had so many different release dates over the course of its development. It's kind of been in development hell, and a lot of us didn't really know when this game was actually supposed to release. But as we're getting closer to spring 2022, it's looking more likely that it will be dropping in spring of 2022. And it also looks like their official Twitter page is live and doing a little bit of marketing as well, which is a good sign. And in some non-LEGO related news, we did get our first look trailer at a brand new Star Wars game called Star Wars Eclipse. This was revealed at the Game Awards, and it's going to be made by the same studio that made Detroit Become Human. That is a great game that I really enjoyed. And with this game being set in the High Republic era as well as the studio behind it, I'm really looking forward to it. And just by judging off the trailer, I'm hoping that this game brings back a darker tone to the Star Wars universe that's been kind of missing from recent Star Wars media. There wasn't any gameplay or anything like that. We don't know that much about the game itself, but either way, I'm still really excited, and it's just nice to see somebody other than EA taking a crack at a Star Wars game. So make sure to let me know what you guys thought about that trailer and also what you thought about the Game Awards overall. Let's continue on here. So this week we got a whole bunch of Marvel related news. So our first piece of information is a little bit controversial here, and it's the fact that the 2022 mech sets are actually going to be canceled due to some stability issues. Now, what those issues are, LEGO didn't really say, and they also didn't really mention when these sets are going to be coming out, but we do know for a fact that they won't be releasing on January 1st like they were supposed to. Now, the good thing here is that a lot of these sets were already made, so it does mean these minifigures have already been put into production, and if you're like me, you mainly buy these sets for the minifigures themselves, so it does look like we will be seeing these characters in LEGO form at some point, whether that be in this set or another one. Either way, it's still some pretty unfortunate news for anyone who's looking forward to these sets. Moving on here, we did get a bunch of official LEGO set reveals. And these are all actually based on an upcoming TV series, I believe, called Spidey and His Amazing Friends. I'm not really familiar with this show at all. I'm not sure if it's currently airing or it's going to begin. Either way, these are a bunch of 4+ sets, which means they are targeted at a much younger audience. So I'm going to go through these sets here real quick. First up, we have set number 10781. It's Spider-Man's Techno Trike. This set retails for $10 and includes 59 pieces, as well as 2 minifigures, that being being Miles and the Green Goblin. Next up is set number 10782, the Hulk vs. Rhino Truck Showdown. This set is going to retail for 20 bucks, include 110 pieces, and includes 3 minifigures, that being Spider-Man, Hulk, and Rhino. Next up is set number 10783, Spider-Man at Doc Ock's Lab. This set is going to retail for 30 bucks, includes 191 pieces, and includes Spidey, Ghost Spider, and Doc Ock. And finally, we have set number 10784, Spider-Man Web Quarters Hangout. This set is going to retail for 50 bucks and includes 155 pieces, as well as a whole bunch of minifigures, that being Spidey, Ghost Spider, Miles, Miss Marvel, and Green Goblin. So overall, what do I think about these sets? Now, these are 4+ sets, so the builds here are a little bit unimpressive. And to be honest, I'm not really too into the minifigures either. The designs do look very simple and they're a little bit dumbed down, which is completely okay because they are meant for a younger audience. But there are still some standout minifigures here, especially with the Rhino minifigure as well as Miss Marvel. We haven't seen Miss Marvel in LEGO form in a really long time, so it's nice to see her back again. And I could be wrong on this, but I don't think we've ever really seen Rhino in minifigure form like this, so I actually think this minifigure looks pretty cool. And all these minifigures actually include these short posable legs, so you could swap them out with some regular legs, and then you have a really nice Rhino minifigure. So even if you're not really into the sets, they do have a nice selection of minifigures. Make sure to let me know what you guys think about these sets down in the comments below. Moving on here, due to that catalog, we also know that the Thor Ragnarok sets have been delayed to May instead of launching in March alongside the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness sets. So that's a little bit unfortunate. It does mean that we won't be seeing official images of these sets for a little bit longer. But who knows, leaks always happen, and there's a good chance we could see something soon. Either way, I'm just really excited that we're going to be getting sets based on that movie, because I, just like a lot of you, am really looking forward to Thor Ragnarok. And then in some non-LEGO related news, we did have our newest episode of Hawkeye drop this week. This one was definitely a lot better. I think the show is finally starting to pick up a little bit for me. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the first few episodes of this show did fail to catch my attention the same way that some of the other Marvel TV series did. But this episode was a lot better, so if you guys haven't checked out Hawkeye, I'd recommend doing so. And then also this week, Spider-Man No Way Home will be dropping in theaters. I got my tickets. I should be seeing it this Thursday. I can't wait. I know it's been really hard for a lot of you guys out there to get a hold of tickets, but if you guys have done so, make sure to keep it spoiler free down in the comments below. This movie seems like it's going to be absolutely huge for the Marvel Universe, so let's try and keep it spoiler free for everybody who's still looking forward to watching it. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much going to do for all the Marvel news. Let's go ahead and move on to our other superheroes theme, which is DC superheroes. So we got one official minifigure reveal here, which is the new exclusive Val Zod minifigure. This is going to be part of the new LEGO DC character encyclopedia. The minifigure itself here does look pretty cool. I'm not too familiar with his character from the comic books, so I'm not sure how accurate this minifigure looks, but in general, it does look like a pretty cool minifigure. Now, there was a whole bunch of rumors that this minifigure was actually going to be Clarion the Witch Boy, but it does look like we'll still be getting that minifigure later on this year. It'll just be in another set. So if you guys are looking forward to getting that minifigure, you guys have nothing to fear. And also in some non-LEGO related DC news, we did get some official trailers from the Game Awards as well. We got a new trailer for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which is looking very over the top and dramatic, which is pretty cool and definitely fits the Suicide Squad theme. I've kind of always been skeptical about this game, but the more I see gameplay and trailers of it, the more fun it looks, and I'll probably just buy it and check it out for the fun of it anyways. And also on top of that, we did get our first announcement that there will be a new Wonder Woman game coming out as well. We don't really know anything about the game itself, and all we really got to see was a CGI render of Wonder Woman herself. I'm a little bit disappointed by this news just because I've always wanted a Superman game for the longest time, but it does look like the WB Games is now turning their attention to Wonder Woman instead of Batman, even though I, like a lot of fans, have always been asking for a Superman video game. But if they're not going to do Superman, I guess it's cool to see Wonder Woman get her own game as well. But that is pretty much going to do for all the DC superhero sets. Let's go ahead and move on to Harry Potter. Now, at the time I'm recording this, the trailer for the next Fantastic Beasts movie hasn't come out yet. I'm recording this on Sunday, and the video will be going up on Monday, and the trailer for the new movie should be dropping on Monday as well. But make sure to let me know what you guys think about that trailer down in the comments below. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at all the new sets that were included in the catalog. So we have 3 new sets here. Starting with set number 76398, the Hospital Wing. This set is going to retail for 40 bucks, include 510 pieces, and it includes Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, and Madame Pomfrey. It's pretty cool to see some new Prisoner of Azkaban sets, and we got 2 new Hogwarts Moments sets. Hogwarts Moments is that line of sets that's based on the textbooks from the Harry Potter universe. So we got 2 new sets here that we actually got teasers of last week. Both of these are going to retail for 30 bucks. First up, we have set number 76396, Divination Class. This set is going to include 297 pieces, and it includes Professor Trelawney, Harry Potter, and Parvati Patil. And next up, we have set number 76397, Defense Against the Dark Arts Class. This set will include 257 pieces, and it also includes Mad-Eye Moody, Hermione Granger, and Neville Longbottom. So for everyone last week that guessed Divination and Defense Against the Dark Arts, you guys were right. Congratulations, and I hope you guys like these sets. Make sure to let me know what you guys think about them down in the comments below. It does look like we're getting some reuse of minifigures here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but either way, I still like this line of sets, and I think these are two great additions. Alright, so now we're moving on to some themes that I don't know all that much about, so I won't be going into too much detail. I'll just be giving the brief outlines and details about each set. So first up, we're going to start off with the Ninjago theme. We have a bunch of whole new set reveals here, starting with set number 71764, the Ninja Training Center. This set is going to retail for $40 and includes 524 pieces. Next up, we got a whole bunch of spinner sets. All of these sets are going to retail for $10. So we got 70688, which is Kai Spinner, 70689, which is J Spinner, 70690, which is Lloyd Spinner. And on top of that, we got two new poly bags, which is set number 30592, the Mini Thunder Raider, and set number 30593, Lloyd's Mini Mech. So a whole bunch of new Ninjago sets to add on to the bunch of sets that we saw last week as well. Moving on here to the Minecraft theme, we only got one new poly bag. It does look pretty cool as poly bags go. And then moving on here to the Jurassic World theme, we got some confirmation from the catalog that we will be seeing Jurassic World Dominion sets in April of 2022. So that's pretty neat to hear. I don't think we got images of these sets. I can't really tell from these catalogs, but we do know that these sets will be coming out next year. Alright, moving on to the collectible minifigure series. It does look like the new Muppet series will be releasing in May. So we will probably be getting leaked images of this series later rather than sooner. And moving on here, we got an official reveal for the next modular building, and this is set number 10297, the Boutique Hotel. This set is going to retail for $200 and includes a whopping 3,066 pieces. And I gotta say, this set looks absolutely gorgeous. I really like the modular buildings. I don't actually end up buying them all that much, but I still really do appreciate the builds of these sets. And this one definitely does look pretty cool as well. And it does look like that these sets are now using the new 18+ design for the box art, which is pretty cool to see and makes sense for these sets. Either way, it's a pretty cool looking build. Moving on here to the creator theme, we got a whole bunch of 3-in-1 sets here, which look pretty cool. Some of them we leaked out last week, some of them here are new. And we also have another cancellation to talk about here, which is the two postcard sets that we talked about last week. It was the New York and Beijing postcards, and both of these sets have been delayed or canceled, I guess. We don't really know what state these sets are in. I guess it's kind of like the same situation as the Marvel Mech sets. Maybe we'll see these sets later in 2022, or maybe these sets have just been flat out canceled. It would kind of suck if they have been canceled because these sets do look pretty cool. And aside from that, we did get some really cool poly bags as well. Alright, moving on here to the Technic theme, we got official reveals as well as some new leaks from the catalog. So for the official reveal here, we have set number 42130, the BMW M1000RR. This set is going to retail for $230 and will include 1,920 pieces. And from the catalog, we got two brand new sets here, which is set number 42139, the all-terrain vehicle. This set is going to retail for $75 and includes 764 pieces. And then we also got set number 42140, the app control transformation vehicle. This set is going to retail for $130 and includes 772 pieces. So it sounds like this set will be an app control set, similar to what we saw with the Batmobile from a couple years back. Now, I don't really buy Technic sets all that much, but that does sound pretty interesting. And moving on to the city theme here, we have a couple new sets as well as some new poly bags. So for these sets here, we have set number 60349, the Lunar Space Station. This set is going to retail for $60 and will include 500 pieces. And we also have set number 60348, the Moon Rover. This set is going to retail for $30 and will include 275 pieces. And lastly, we did get a whole bunch of poly bags from the city theme as well, which look pretty cool. And also from the catalog, we got a look at some brand new friend sets and also some new classic Lego sets as well. So that pretty much does it for the catalog, and that pretty much does it for the bulk of the reveals that we had from this week. I'd say it was a pretty mediocre week in terms of news and everything. Last week was huge, so it does make sense that this week would be a little bit slower. But yeah, guys, that will pretty much do it for this week's episode of This Week in Lego. Unfortunately, this video had to be delayed till Monday because the power in my apartment did actually go out for a few hours, which meant I couldn't really work on this video. So that was pretty unfortunate, but what that does also mean is that there could be news dropping on Monday that I couldn't really cover in this video because I did record it on Sunday. So normally I would like to put these videos out on Sunday because normally the typical LEGO News Week does start on Monday. So if there is any news that did drop today on Monday that I didn't get to cover in this video, I'm sorry about that, but I will be covering it in next week's episode of This Week in LEGO. But yeah, guys, I'll pretty much do it for this video. As usual, before you head out, make sure to go down in the comments below and let me know what you guys think about all the reveals and news and details that we talked about today. What sets here are you guys looking forward to the most? And also, are you guys planning on watching Spider-Man No Way Home? Whatever you're thinking, guys, anything and everything, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. Also, if you guys haven't had a chance to enter the giveaway, make sure to do so. But as usual, guys, that will pretty much do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.